Okay, once again, Ignatowich serving. We're watching it all the way through at full speed, and McGuffin likes to test you, so let's take a look here. So good third shot drop by McGuffin to get them up to the kitchen line. Easy backhand dink going into the middle. This is the one thing I do just want to point out. 3-5 level players will often hit this shot, and they'll go hard this way and make it a much harder shot, thinking that that's getting a benefit. The actual better shot and the more skilled level players can hit a dink drop here into the middle, making it more difficult. The difference is if your skill set of doing dinks is not that good, you're going to hit that ball too high, right? So you have to have very good feel and touch and of practice to put the ball there and not have it come speeding back up at you. And so I just wanted to show off that that is a pro level decision. He's choosing to hit it there instead of going across to Garnett's backhand on purpose. And that's something we've talked about in other videos and shown why those are a benefit, because as you can see here, McGuffin goes into the middle, then he goes into the middle again. He's wanting to get it over to Alshon's backhand or getting the team not to know whose ball it is. They basically have had 3 balls come over. Besides this first one, it was questionable. Okay, are you taking it? And they're both leaning down. See how Garnett and Alshon are both leaning down. That's not what you want. You want one person knowing that, hey, this is my ball, I'm taking it, and the other one not giving up their good court position. So take it out wide. And they've taken both of these low out of the air. That's a very defensive dink by Alshon. So then basically Ignatowich can do whatever he wants with it. Another super defensive dink by Garnett. He gets low. That ball gets too high. And I'm not even sure who hit it. I believe Ignatowich is the one who actually struck that ball, even though they both swung at it. Yeah, I'm 99% sure that Ignatowich with his long arms got that before Tyson McGuffin, but they both had already decided, oh baby, we're gonna light this up. And because he took this ball in there, watch Garnett's body position being ready for this ball to come back. He's low. If he let this ball bounce, okay, let's just look at his body position, then we're going to talk about whose ball that should have been. Look how low his paddle is. His paddle is still, the ball has been impacted. His paddle's still below the net, still below the net, still below the net, still below the net, and then he tries to do it, but no. And so that's the thing, is when you take these low balls and don't let them bounce and give yourself time, you're not ready for the comeback. Garnett's been keeping his paddle a little bit low the entire match, which I think has been a little bit of an issue in all these hand battles. He needs to get better about his ready position and have the paddle a little bit higher. The one thing that I always like to point out for people is if the paddle is below the net's going to protect your body. So what good is it to have your paddle here? Your paddle's not doing anything for you right here. Your paddle needs to be up above the net, because the ball's got to go over the net to get to you, or they've just hit it in. So now let's back up and take a look at it. I really want to point this out. Whose ball is this? So this is kind of a bit of a better camera angle. Obviously, that was Garnett's ball. He does a great job. Forehand dink right back to McGuffin's forehand. That's fine. And then for some reason, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's because Garnett stepped off the line that Alshon decides to step in and take that as a backhand, which I'm not saying is great, but he's like, hey, my teammate's off the line. I'm going to give him a little time to get back up to the line, and he goes across. Now, this is the big error one, so let's look at this. So when the ball comes this direction, which it does, I'm going to leave that arrow there just so you can see how that's traveling along that plane. It's going from the outside corner back to the middle, so it's obviously traveling along that plane. The question comes up a lot: whose ball is it? Well, physics, and we've talked about this, this is a debated topic, but if you watch enough film, I really don't think it's that much debate anymore. And here at Champs Pickleball, we're pretty adamant about this is Alshon's ball. You should let the ball go across, even if it's to his backhand. you should let it go across. The ball is going to bounce. It's going to check up. It's going to give your team more time. It's going to keep Garnett in a better position, and the ball is actually going to come to Alshon's body. So if the ball traveled here, bounces and goes like this, it goes right to Alshon. Easy shot, right? He doesn't have to, he's not off balance. He's not moving left to right. He's not leaning either direction. The ball is just coming directly to him, and then just take it nice and easy. And so that's the one big area where people who are playing the left side, they need to realize, in my opinion, that ball should be Alshon's based on the path of the ball and how you can get a better dink. See how he's having to squat low and reach for it? That's a defensive dink, where Alshon could have at least a neutral dink, if not a offensive dink from the ball coming right to him and him being ready for it and having more time. Okay,